Hi and welcome to the Marvel Universe spreadsheet. Woo! Okay, so now the Avengers are pretty much done and we've gone through, I think it's 26 movies, which is very exciting. We now have a themed Marvel Universe spreadsheet which you will be working on today. Now, you may disagree with my scoring and that is okay. I have listed the Avengers, all the heroes from the Marvel Universe, and the villains. And I have tried to give them a fair score out of 10. You may disagree with my top contenders, but this is what I think, so you can change. And yes, Goose the cat is a 10 because I wouldn't want to mess with that cat. So, we don't have to do anything with this. We're just going to move on to the battle. Dun dun dun! So, here we're going to create kind of a top trumps using VLookups and Randbetweens and if statements, and I'm going to go through each one. With this tutorial there is a lot going on, so I am going to ask you to pause as I do each bit and really think about what you're doing. Please don't just copy me. So first of all, I'm going to use a Randbetween. Now for the heroes, I have 24 heroes. So I'm going to go equal Randbetween. And remember, this will randomly pick a number between 1 and 24. Now you'll notice I had to put a comma between 1 and 24. That's going to go through, and that's going to continually change. So, see? Oh. It will change. So the next thing we're going to do is name. So this is going to be a VLookup. So a VLookup will look up a value in a range, which I'm going to go through in a minute, and then I can say what column from that range I want to show. So I'm going to go VLookup, open bracket, look up this value, so the VLookup value, comma, in the table, and I'm going to select all of them. Now we're going to notice, is I've selected the numbers first. That's really important. If the numbers are not the first column, it won't be able to look it up because that's where it looks up the value. And we've got 3 columns, 1, 2, 3. The name of the hero is in column 2, so that is the column index. And because I want it to come up with an exact amount, the exact match, I'm going to put false. End, and then I'm going to press enter, and boom, Captain America is our first hero. I'm going to drag that off so we can see it. So now I also want it to show the score that I've given him, and no, you can't change the scores right now. I will let you do it at the end of the lesson. So again, it's going to be a VLookup equals VLookup, spelling's important, open bracket. Now I'm going to look up again the number, comma, highlight them all. Now this time the score is in column 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's what I want to show in that cell. So I'm going to go comma, show column 3, comma, and I want it to be an exact match, so I put false end bracket, and boom, we've changed again. We are now vision. Okay, it's that really tall guy with like the eyes. So that's what I've done for the hero. Now the outcome we're not going to do yet because we need to get the villains done. So get that finished. I want you to rewind what I've just done and pause between those two VLookups and really think about what you're typing and when. Okay, let's do the villains. So I'm going to have another Randbetween, but this time I think there are more villains than heroes that I found. So there is 26 villains. So I'm going to go equals Randbetween 1, 26. So that will randomly pick a number between 1 and 26. I'm going to do a name, so that is equal VLookup, open bracket, look up the villain in the villains 1. Remember, need, and this is one of the things, the reason I keep on saying this is because it's one of the it's just one of the consistent mistakes people make. They do the names, and actually to do the VLookup, it will look up that value in the first column. Okay? Because I want the name of them, it's column 2, and I want it to be exact, so I put false. It's ghost. So the score is equals, again, VLookup, open bracket, that number, and select all of these, comma. Now this score is in 1, 2, 3. And I want it to be exact match, so I put false. Okay, so we've now got the villains and we have them. Now the outcome, who wins, who loses? It is Black Panther, again, whiplash. Who's going to win? Now we can see the score, we know Black Panther's going to win, but I want it to come up. So I'm going to do an if statement. Now, if statements are really important and really logical, and in programming, it's just the logic. If this happens, then this must happen. And we're going to learn what I like to call the crocodile arms. So, equals if, open bracket, this is more than, so that means more than, and this means less than. So if that is more than that, so that is our logical test. If this score, the hero score, is more than the villain score, comma, then we're going to write, you have to do these in speech marks, win. If it's not, then it is a loss. Okay, so I'm going to explain that again. If C6, which is the score of the hero, is more than E6, which is the score of the villain, then it is a win. If not, then it is a loss. Woo! The Hulk wins. Okay, so we're going to do again we're going to do the same for the villain. So equals if, open bracket, the villain score is more than the hero score, then it is a win. And if not, then it is a loss. Close bracket, and woo, they both lost because their scores are drawn. So, on here we're going to do the winner is. So I'm going to do one final if statement. Are you ready? You should be ready. Equals if, open bracket, this is equal to, and then a bit of a speech gloss. You always put words in speech marks in Excel because it lets Excel know that it is a word. It's just how you do it. So if it says loss, then the winner is, if that says loss, then the winner is the villain. And if not, then it is that one. Okay? And there we are. It's going to tell us who the winner is, and the villain won this time. So what I'm going to want you to do is, after you've done all of that and you've had a good little play, and please do have a play with it because it is awesome fun, I would like you to kind of make this look really cool. I want to have borders, I want to have colours, I want to make this big. And if you really, really get to the end, I want you to see if we can work out together how to do an if statement in an if statement so we can include a draw. Alright.